Hello, all my yarny friends. I'm Sara Sach, and welcome to Friday Fun with Sara. Today we're going to learn how to make this super cute ruffly scrunchie. Now I've stitched it up in patriotic colors because there are lots of patriotic holidays we want to wear our hair in ponytails for. But you don't have to do this, of course, in patriotic colors. It's just a super fun ruffly scrunchie. Now you can find the complete pattern with pictures on my blog down in the notes underneath this video. But it's super duper easy, and it's a great way to get rid of a bunch of your yarn scraps and make something fun and useful. So to make a scrunchie that's nice and ruffly like this one, you're going to need some yarn, of course. And I'm using medium weight number 4 acrylic yarns that I have in my yarn stash. Now this one I started with red, then did white and the blue. The one I'm going to demonstrate, I'm going to start with the blue, then do the white, and end with the red on the edge. And again, you don't have to change colors. You can make it all in one color if you want to. Change it up, use spring, use Christmas, use holiday, whatever colors you have in your yarn stash. It takes very little yarn. I don't even think it takes an ounce to make the whole thing. You will need some hair bands, and this is just your basic goodie hairband. I like to get the ones that don't have the metal piece right here. I think they hold up better. And I bought brown because my hair is brown, but you can use any colors. They have the ones that are all different colors, and you could match them with the yarns that you're using, so maybe that color won't show through, in between your stitches. We're going to be stitching today with an H hook, 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. You need a needle for weaving in ends, and of course, a pair of scissors. Now go get in that yarn stash and see what fun scrunchies you can make. So I changed my mind and decided to start with white because I'm going to be stitching onto a dark hairband, and I want you to be able to see my stitches. All right, so we're going to begin with our slip knot. And now we're going to stitch 30 single crochets around our band. All right, so we'll go in the band, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through both loops. That's our single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Alright, so this makes 10, and we want 30, so we'll have to squish those in there to make sure we get 30 single crochets around our band. That makes 15, so I need to stitch 15 more single crochets around my hair band because again, we want a total of 30. I have stitched 30 single crochets around my hair band. I'm going to join to that first single crochet with a slip stitch and chain 4. The chain 4 counts as a double crochet, chain 1. And now we're going to double crochet in that same stitch, which makes a V-stitch. And so what we're going to do is in each of the single crochets around, we're going to stitch a V-stitch or also a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And this is where the ruffliness will start with our scrunchie. So we'll go in the next single crochet and stitch double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And then we'll repeat this in each of those 30 single crochets around. So we'll go in the next single crochet and stitch a V-stitch, or double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And like I said, this is going to give us a nice ruffly scrunchie. And you can see as I'm working, it's already starting to ruffle up. And that's exactly what we want it to do. All right, so we'll continue working around, stitching our V-stitch in each of our single crochets around. So I stitched that V-stitch, or double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in each of my single crochets around. We're going to join to the third chain of that chain 4 where we began with a slip stitch. Then we're going to slip stitch in the chain 1 space. Now we're going to cut our color 1, which I'm using white. And we're going to bring in our next color, and I'm using blue for my next color. We'll bring that in, snug everything down, and we'll go right in that chain 1 space and stitch a single crochet. Then chain 3. And now we're going to go to the next chain 1 space. So here's the first V-stitch, here's the second one, and we're going to go in that next chain 1 space and stitch a single crochet and chain 3. Now we'll go to the next chain 1 space and single crochet and chain. There's 1, 2, 3. And this is the way that this row is worked. Single crochet in the chain 1 space and chain 3. And we'll work this all the way around this row. So we're only stitching our single crochets in the chain 1 spaces of the V stitches. Single crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, and chain 3. And repeat all the way around our scrunchie. We'll repeat this all the way around our scrunchie and join back over here where we started. So I completed row 3. We stitched a single crochet in each of the chain 1 spaces of our V stitches from the previous row with chain 3s in between. Now we're going to join to that first single crochet with a slip stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch in this chain 3 space. And we'll cut our yarn. Now if you're doing it all in one color or maybe 2 colors, you don't have to cut your yarn, but I'm bringing in my third color, which is this red. Alrighty. We're going to single crochet in that chain 3 space, snug that down, there we go, and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll go to the next chain 3 space and single crochet and chain 4. And so this is our repeat for our last row, which is row 4, single crochet in the chain 3 space and chain 4. And we'll stitch this in each of those chain 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will just give us like a nice ruffly edge. It'll make our scrunchie a little bit more fun. And add some more color as well. All right, and so that is our final row for our scrunchie. Single crochet in the chain 3 space and chain 4 all the way around. Doesn't that look pretty? And it's also quite fun. All right, so I'll just continue this around and then we'll tie off and weave in all those ends. Alrighty, I have stitched all the way around row 4, single crochet in the chain 3 space and chain 4. So now I'm just going to join back to that first single crochet and cut my yarn. Weave that or tie that off, and now I need to take my needle and weave in all these ends. And it's real important that you do this because this is probably going to get used a lot and there'll be lots of wear and tear on it. So you want to make sure that you weave those ends in super good. So I've tidied up my ends, got them all weaved in, and it looks super cute. And of course I did the red, white, and blue on these different. I think one thing that'd be really cool is to make these in your favorite team or school colors. You can, if you love, say, the Patriots or the Vikings or whatever your school colors are, you could make these in school colors to support your school and your favorite teams. They're also super fun in holiday colors. It's a really simple, easy pattern, and it makes a really fun and sturdy scrunchie. And I love how ruffly they are, and they're super easy to wear, of course. And also, it's a great way to use up all those leftover yarns. You can use other fibers besides just acrylic. Just get in there and see what you've got. You can use variegateds and striping yarns, just whatever you have, and make a bunch of fun scrunchies.